Hey Internet, Eric here. Welcome to the first video on my channel, I guess you'd say, for Mary Shlockmas. What Mary Shlockmas is a collaboration with Patrick from Have Cheeto Review and myself. A little backstory, back in July, Patrick, for some reason, he loves it when I watch or torture myself with shark movies that are really, really crappy. And I said the only way I would do that is if we collabed and he would have to watch some shitty movies for my choice. He picked shark movies that I didn't want to watch. I picked movies that he didn't want to watch. We made videos, and even though a lot of it was garbage, we had fun doing this with each other. And we said down the road, let's do it again. And why not ruin Christmas? So it's Mary Shlockmas. It is bad Christmas movies sent to each other. And Patrick has a thing for Dustin Ferguson. I had never heard of the guy until I met Patrick. I think Patrick says Dustin Ferguson is probably the worst director that Patrick has ever had to deal with when it comes to watching and reviewing films. So I figured, why not rip the Band-Aid off and dive into that pool of rubbing alcohol, get it out of the way. Today, I'm going to discuss from 2015, I believe it is, Silent Night, Bloody Night 2 Revival. I can't even show the fucker's head on. Now, if you're new to my channel, welcome. I discuss plot spoilers, specific scenes, what have you. This is a sequel to Silent Night, Bloody Night. Now, it's not Silent Night, Deadly Night. Silent Night, Bloody Night. I have discussed this video before, or this movie before. I think it's in my 12 Days of Christmas Horror. That movie was about I guess you would say, long story short, a group of insane asylum patients that break out, kill their doctors, and then escape into the town and procreate and pretty much run the town. There's more to it than that, but that's the basic plot. Silent Night, Bloody Night 2, the sequel to Silent Night, Bloody Night, is about Santa's evil brother. I don't even remember the fucker's name. Let me look at here. On IMDb. Okay. So I told you the plot to Silent Night, Bloody Night. After a death in the family, here's the plot to the sequel. Siblings Angelica and James travel to a small town of East Willard on Christmas Eve to pay their respects. They stay at a homely bed and breakfast where they learn the legend of Black Peter, Santa Claus's vengeful brother. But when they found the lost journal of Jeffrey Butler, they discover the town has its own sordid history, one more rooting in reality. So yes, the sequel to a movie about a bunch of insane asylum patients breaking out, killing their captors, and then taking control of the town is about the legend of Black Peter, Santa Claus's evil fucking brother. Okay, get that stupid premise out of the way. Acting in this movie sucks. Not the worst I've ever seen, but you know what? There's not going to be any spotlights. No one is good in this film. And that's probably because the director is not very good. So the two siblings, they suck. The owners of the bed and breakfast, who only call each other Mr. B and Mrs. B or whatever, I think they call them each other by their first names once. Awful. Especially the dad. He's fucking rotten. There is another person that is in the bed and breakfast. She's probably the best of them all, and she's in the movie 5 fucking minutes. She sits down and has dinner with people, and then she gets killed by the Santa Claus guy. The worst character is the daughter of the owners of the bed and breakfast, and she's trying to be wild and crazy. You know, she's gonna go out and get laid, and you know she's a bad girl because she's wearing a skimpy Santa's little helper or Mrs. Claus outfit with way too much fucking makeup on her face. She talks like, you know, she wants to go get laid and she wants to bang the brother, and it's not her brother, but the brother of the main character. She's awful. So fucking bad. And the other character that there is in this movie is a drunken Santa Claus guy. I know I'm in trouble when the movie starts off where they're trying, I'm assuming, make an homage to Night of the Living Dead. The two siblings are in a graveyard. They're visiting a dead relative. This one is their brother. And then in the distance, they think they see someone. And someone's stumbling. Dustin Ferguson trying to be cool. Oh, people will think this is Night of the Living Dead and it'll be great. No, because it ends up being some bum dressed as Santa, drunk after off of 4 beers, lightweight, 4 Miller Lights, and he's just annoying the two siblings. That's how the movie starts. Then we go to the bed and breakfast, and it's just really fucking boring. That's the problem with this movie. Just really fucking boring. What else? Let's get to the kills. Awful. You have drunken Mr. Santa Claus, still drunk. Like when we see him in the graveyard, it's daytime. The next time we see him, it's nighttime. He's even more drunk. He's stumbling, but he's still got that. He's carrying around a bucket like, Salvation Army does, ring the bell, put the money in the bucket type of thing. He's carrying that. He's still only got 4 beer cans on, so I don't know how the fuck he got even more drunk. Santa Claus shows up, or Black Peter, whatever. It sounds like a fucking pirate. Swings an axe, cuts off the guy's hand. His hand plops into the bucket. It's the biggest fucking fake. I'm talking oversized. Like, to me, it looked like Hulk hands, like a catcher's mitt. Severed hand falls into the bucket, and he, for a budget of $2.50, he holds up the stump, and the stump looks decent, but he doesn't scream or nothing. He's just, why would you do that? Stupid. The whore daughter, she's outside. I think she's waiting for a ride or something. And we know Santa has an axe, right? Black Peter, whatever. Captain Jack Sparrow has an axe. And instead of slicing her with the axe, he just happens to find a snow shovel and impales her in the back. She falls down. And it is cool sometimes. Like if it's a Christmas horror movie, you have the blood mixing with the white snow. She falls on the snow. We hardly see any blood. And then she's trying to get up, and she's making what looks like a snow angel. Appreciate the effort. You sucked on the execution. The other people that are killed. I don't remember how the owner of the bed and breakfast, the guy, is killed. Because, I was losing interest. And apparently, he is working with the guy that knows Black Peter, or is Black Peter. He's finding people for him to sacrifice. I don't fucking know. I don't remember the owner of the wife. How does she die? Don't remember. Don't care. The other lady who's there, like I said, she's eating. We see her eating dinner with them. She's strangled with Christmas lights, but it's just so bad. And then when she falls down, she does the stereotypical, with the tongue sticking out type. Fucking stupid. The brother, because like I said, 2 siblings. He's killed off screen, I think, and he's found like crucified, because why not? Don't remember how fucking pirate was killed. I'm gonna just call him a pirate because Black Peter. Don't remember how he was killed because again I lost interest. The weirdest fucking thing about this is after the sister successfully defeats Black Peter, then we go to like the next day or the next year, I don't fucking know. And now she's evil. She is now the head of an evil bed and breakfast. She brings a person in and poisons the coffee, and then she laughs like a fucking idiot. Okay, how is this the sequel to Silent Night, Bloody Night? Well, Dustin Ferguson does a full-on Silent Night, Deadly Night 2. He takes at least 30 minutes, if not more, footage of the original Silent Night, Bloody Night. And it's public domain, so he can get away with it, and put it in this movie. At least 30 minutes of it. 30 minutes of a lot of unnecessary stuff. And it's awful. It's just pointless. It's lazy. And he tries to make this look old-timey, I guess you'd say, or grindhouse, because the film has all the scratches and like the bubbles and stuff like that. The gimmick wears off within 10 minutes, especially when it's shown during the day. This dude, there's Dustin Ferguson, he can't do, when he's trying to do POV shots, I get it, we don't necessarily walk in straight lines, but if it's a movie and you're trying to keep the viewer, into the movie, don't have a shaky cam. Also, what's with all the weird fucking fisheye lenses? Just for some reason, and it's not because something crazy's going on or someone's having like a drug-induced dream or anything. the fucking owner of the bed and breakfast. It's a fisheye lens, and all he does is talk on the phone. Don't get it. And what it is you find out that I guess you would say, I don't know if was he really a good guy at the end of Silent Night, Bloody Night? That guy killed the bad guy, and then he died. That's how the original movie ends. Well, apparently, he didn't die, of course. For some fucking reason, he became obsessed with Black Peter, and I'm not talking about that type of porno. And he just did something and tried killing people. I don't fucking remember because it's just so dumb and boring. I will say this though, Patrick. I know you tried to make me screw the pooch by giving me a Dustin Ferguson movie. The problem is, you may not have watched this one. I only got maybe 40 minutes of a Dustin Ferguson movie. I did not get a whole Dustin Ferguson movie because, yeah, it's lame and cheating that he put clips of the first movie into this. I didn't get the full Fergie. You know what I mean? So I know what you tried to do. You failed. But again, kind of like this movie, I can understand and somewhat appreciate the effort. Silent Night, Bloody Night 2 Revival. Far from the worst thing Patrick has ever made me watch. There's still that Sharks of the Corn bullshit. But this is not good. Patrick, I know we'll be doing this again in probably maybe March or April. Maybe we'll see. June, who knows. You can get me again with Dustin Ferguson. Make sure he at least directs the whole fucking movie. But what he did show in this movie, garbage. Didn't hate it, but man, it fucking sucked. So that's it. I don't recommend this at all. Even like lovers of bad movies. Problem is, it's just also really fucking boring. It's so weird. The siblings show up to the bed and breakfast, and they go to this specific bed and breakfast because they went to go see their brother's gravesite. Okay, that's who they were seeing. You know, like the Night of the Living Dead ripoff with the fucking drunk Santa. They were told to go to a specific bed and breakfast because their brother, who had taken his own life, he knew what was going on about Black Peter or something. He had them specifically have to go there because he made a VHS tape of his confession, which basically said fucking nothing. Have that delivered to them, and they're this dumb scene of padding. Well, I don't even know if we have a VHS machine. Oh, well, Mr. B, we might have one down in the basement. Well, I reckon we very might well do that, blah, blah, blah. They go down there, they watch it. It's fucking stupid. This whole movie's fucking stupid. But I'm sure there's worse to come. But we'll find out next week in week 2. I do not know what I'm going to watch. We did do a live stream. There is a playlist of these videos called Mary Shlockmas. The very first video is a live stream Patrick and I did where we discussed all the films we're going to watch. I'm not happy with what Patrick's making me watch, but I will have also all of my videos there, all of Patrick's videos there, that live stream at the very beginning, and then plus we will return after all this bullshit to do a live stream on my channel, and that'll be the final video. But what else do I have coming up? I have another fucking shark movie. I know that's how I'm going to end the deal, you know, the collaboration, because Patrick loves his shitty sharks. But I also have to watch Christmas Evil, which I am very interested in seeing. I also have to watch, what was the other one? There was one more. Well, there was a few more. I don't know what the other horror movie is, but I also have to watch a fucking Kirk Cameron Christmas movie, and then ones where fucking kitty cats deliver presents. Hate you, Patrick. Cheers. Fucker.